Hi everyone, cheers. Welcome to my stamp room. Come on in, we're going to create together. My name is Susan Campfield and welcome to Sue Stampfield Land. This is one of our regular Saturday night videos. We always get a little crazy on Saturday nights, and tonight we're using a new bundle that's all about sipping. Which is our fun little game we play here. So I have wine in one of my cups tonight. I also have my standby ice water. But the little game that we play is that when I lose something, we all say found it, and we take a sip of our beverage. So let me know what is in your cup tonight. It's been a crazy busy day because today is Crafternoon Day. So I had my my class this afternoon at 3 p.m. Central Time. This is my special fun fold class. So people who placed a $50 order in my online store for Stampin' Up! Products last month got a packet to make the project in the mail this month so that they could make it with me. If you place an order in April, then you will get $50 or more of Stampin' Up! Products in my online Stampin' Up! Store. You will get a packet next month to create with me. So I am going to just, I know you're in real trouble because I got wine. Oh boy. And I'm tired because I put my heart and soul into Crafternoon. And I know you guys love it, and it's a labor of love. I absolutely I love doing it, but it's full on. It's full on. So I'm so glad that you love the fold this afternoon. If you missed the video this afternoon, we're going to take a look at the projects. So let's dive right in and check them out, and then we're going to create a card. And I don't know what it's going to look like yet. You guys are going to help me design it, I hope. So let's go ahead and dive into our crafting world here. Let's go down to the desktop. Here we go. We got our box of fun here. This is the Crafternoon cards. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Let's see what we got here. So this month's fun fold is called the Pop-Up Parade card. So as you can see, it folds flat to go in an envelope, and when you slide it out, looks like that. And then we have 1, 2, 3, a parade of pop-ups that pop up. Stands for display. It is a full card that opens. This is the one I made on the video today. And of course it collapses flat. Most of them collapse flat either way to go in the envelope. Your choice. I don't know, tend to go that way. Not sure why. But, if you tend to put the other side in first, then you'd probably want to go that way. So our one that everybody, that my customers made in the video was with the beautiful Perennial Lavender Designer Series paper, which is going to be staying around. Oh my gosh, you guys are going to sneeze. It is spring here in Minnesota. I'm looking at my window. It's still light out, and I'm seeing buds on every tree and bush, which means spring allergies are definitely in the air. So I apologize in advance if I sneeze on you. So, but I just simply love the 3D look that this card gives you when it stands for display. And just as an extra touch, several of the cards have an embossed panel on the inside that just adds a lot of dimension and texture to the card. It's certainly not critical. There's a couple cards I didn't do that on, and you actually could do designer paper in here. Now the tutorial, you can find the video for this on my YouTube channel here, and then the tutorial is actually already up and available for purchase. The blog post is coming, so if you'd like to sign up to get the blog post with all of my pretty pictures and so forth, you can go to SueStampfield.com. Now, the line on my screen here says sign up for pre-project sheets. That's a separate thing that you can do, but you can also sign up for the blog post, and then when that goes out, you'll get the notification and get to see all the cards. But let's go ahead and take a look at them right now, okay? So Crafternoon folds are the best, right? I have so much fun. All right, so this one I was inspired by the pop-up cross card that I did. That was inspired by another demonstrator. You can see that video. I'm blanking on her name. I'm so sorry. Was it Bethany? Anyway, it was a pop-up cross, super cool card. We did a project sheet on that one, but I liked that this one can go for any occasion, any anything, right? So this one is with the beautiful gallery. Now my team, my direct team, got to make this, my Stampfield Stars Divas. Those are my direct demonstrators. Every quarter we have a directs meeting. It's virtual and in person, so I mailed out packets to everybody that couldn't come to my house, and they made this card. Now there's quite a few of them, so there were actually 2 patterns of paper that I used, and I had to borrow a few packs of paper, but lots of options in this gorgeous paper. Now this is available the beginning of May. May 6th is when this is available for purchase. Now the inside of this card, we did something kind of fun with a beautiful motifs bundle, which is where both of these sentiments come from. And that's that bundle has the dies. There's a couple of them, or 3 of them, I think, that do partial cuts, which give you this cool look. And it's a perfect way to just kind of decorate the inside of your card. It would also be beautiful on the front. I can't wait to play with that one a little bit more. Hey, Carol Helms, how are you? All right, so so we looked at those. Let's keep going here. Let's look at the rest of the Crafternoon cards. This one is another one. This is an online exclusive that is coming out May 6th. This is the Floral Impressions Designer Series paper, and this fun stamp set, which has a beautiful script that looks like handwriting that's way better than mine. It has this fun line after all of the sentiments, so it just adds a little extra to your cards. That's my handwriting. It's awful. Blooming Phrases is the name of that stamp set, and then also the Impressions A Bloom dies is what I used for that flower on the inside. I walk you all through it in the tutorial, but this die set comes with a little extra insert die that cuts the detail, so you can have it with the detail or without the detail. It's your choice. So really cool, really, really cool. All right, so Judy's back for her second video of the day. You're gonna need a sip too. Speaking of sips, take a sip, everyone. We found the Celebratory. Is that how you say it? Is it? I was talking to my friend Linda Dalkey right before I went live, and we were debating out. I call it Celebratory, and she said she would call it Celebratory. Which is the right way to say it? I don't know. Anyway, well, however you say it, Celebratory Sips is what I've been saying, which is the name of this pretty paper. So it's got florals in it, and also it's a drink motif. In fact, this glass, this was stamped on and die cut right from the paper for my little drink there. And then the Cheers and Sips bundle has the berries, the things that you can decorate your cocktails with. There's also a beautiful 2-pack of embossing folders. Now we're going to create with this suite tonight, so you'll be able to check all of that out. So yeah, just super fun. You can see the little array of mixed drinks on the inside. This is, it's got some anniversary sentiments in it and some other things, but really, really fun, especially for birthdays. But super cool. This one I designed with my sister and Anne in mind. So she helps me in my business, and she was proofreading the tutorial. She said, I really like this card. I said, yep, that's, you were in mind when I created that one. And then one last one is this gorgeous card. Now, again, a lot of these are online exclusives. The beautiful gallery is in the catalog, but the rest of these you will find online, because not all of our products are in the catalog anymore. There's a whole bunch more that didn't even fit in the catalog, and you can find those online starting May 6th. So this one is, I did this one a little bit differently with the Secret Sea as the card base, and this is a new bundle called Sunrise Sailing, and it comes with a 3D embossing folder and dies. So it's a hybrid folder, and the dies fit into the folder, and I don't think you can see it on camera, but this sailboat is actually embossed. So can you kind of see how the sail puffs out? That's because of that detail you get in the embossing folder. And then the bottom here is part of that embossing folder, the sort of quote-unquote water. So that was our other our last Crafternoon fold. I always do a bunch of alternates. This one I did with a graduation theme in mind, because I got a graduation invite the other day. But you could also certainly do this for 4th of July. You could do this for There's a happy retirement stamp in the set as well. Masculine, summer birthdays, all the things, right? Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. Now, if you qualified and you got a packet in the mail to make the card with me today, your tutorial is coming. The email that has that in, you guys know I do a really fancy email for you with photos of all the cards and explanations and all the things. That is coming. It is in process, so hang tight. It will be coming to you. If you're on my team, of course, you also get the tutorials for free. So again, hang tight. They're coming to you just as soon as I can get them done. Okay, so let's take a look at what we're using tonight. So this is the Cheers and Sips bundle. Super cute. You can see the different cocktails that you can build and make. I suppose you could do a Bloody Mary there. It looks like celery, doesn't it? And all sorts of fancy little things. I love the ice cubes. How cute are those? And it doesn't have to be cocktails, right? It could be lemonade. It could be, other kinds of beverages. But super, super fun. And then you can see that this one also has one of these insert dies. So you can cut just the outside shape of the glass, or you can emboss it so that it looks like a cut crystal glass with this insert inside the die. It's pretty cool. That is that. Also in the suite, we have this double pack of embossing folders I was talking about. This is the Glass and Gardens embossing folder. And I use the glass one quite a bit on the Crafternoon card. And we're going to use it again today too, because it's a really cool folder. So it actually will emboss it to make it look like a cut crystal glass. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can see that pattern the way I'm holding it. So really, really cool. And then the other one is, I'll get Susan written all over it. It's a floral spray, beautiful floral spray. So this is a 2-pack. They do come together. And we're going to use the glass one tonight for our card that I don't quite know what it's going to look like. The other things that come in this celebratory Sips suite is this gorgeous ribbon. It's kind of crinkly. It's kind of see-through. It's got gold in it. It's really pretty. Probably not going to use it on our card tonight unless I can't resist. It's possible. It is beautiful ribbon. And then also, this doesn't come in this suite, but I think we're going to use this tonight. The ones that come in this suite, hang on, let me find them. They're right here. I don't know, maybe we do need to use these tonight. The ones that come in the suite are these, which are called holographic resin dots. But these strawberry slush pretty and pink gems are new. They also come with clear, and they have little flecks of gold in them. So they actually pair perfectly with the ribbon. These are actually part of the impressions, floral impressions suite of products. So, but you don't have to just use things within a suite. You can mix and match, right? So, I love that that's a really good point. Marianne mentioned that these will work in the mini embossing machine. We have gotten away from having very many that work in that. So it's exciting to have some back that work in the mini machine. Okay, I think we're good. Let's take a look. So I have a card pulled out for inspiration. When I'm tired and needing to make a card, or when I'm struggling for inspiration, I tend to look at other cards that I've received in the mail or in a swap, and those really inspire me. So I got this really cute card from demonstrator Amy Rich, who's right here, and my friend Amy, who's right here in Minnesota. And she used the glass embossing folder here for this card and the glasses. So, and I really like this. We're going to use this layout, kind of change it up a little bit and make our own. But that's what that's going to be kind of our guide. Now, how Amy did her drink glasses, let's pull out the real showstopper of this suite, which is the designer paper, which I skipped right over. And oh my gosh, don't want to do that because it is super cute. So I've got one of each pattern pulled out here to show you. So this one is, I need to zoom out again here. Let's go out a little bit so you can see. Sorry, you're catching the edge of my, I don't want to knock the wine over. Cheers, everybody. Take a sip. I didn't even lose anything left, but before I spill it, I might as well drink some. All right, so this one is, of course, all sorts of drinks. Now, some of the dies in the set cut out some of these. Of course, you can also fussy cut, but this wine glass here that doesn't have any, you don't call them embellishments. What do you call them in a drink? A garnish. These don't have, the ones that don't have a garnish can be cut out with this die. And then the tall ones that don't have a garnish can be cut out with this die. I suppose you could also do that embossing piece in there as well. And then, so that's that one. Let's see what's on the other side of this. You can also, like I said, fussy cut these out if you want the Bloody Mary there. Oh, I guess that's what the olive is for. I was curious what, I'm not really up to speed on what fruits go in what kind of cocktails. So that's good to know that the Bloody Mary, this might be kind of an inspiration page too, when you're stamping your own, cocktails. The back side of this is Blackberry Bliss with what looks like maybe Berry Burst. Let me see what the colors are in this paper. It's always listed on the back of the package. So Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Bubble Bath, Cloud Cover, Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lime Twist, Old Olive, Peach Pie, Pretty in Pink, Secret Sea, Strawberry Slush, and Timid Tiger are the colors that are in here. So this one is the Berry Burst with the Blackberry Bliss. So very dark on that side. And then this one is this beautiful floral, just so fun and happy. You've got Pretty in Pink and Berry and Burst in there, almost with the Timid Tiger as well. And it's just really, really happy pattern. On the back of that is some Timid Tiger diagonal stripe. Super fun. Then we have this one that is Pretty in Pink with Strawberry Slush polka dots. And on the back of that is I love this thing. Oh, any sangria fans out there? So yummy. Candy's going, I don't need this sweet. I don't need this sweet. I didn't think I needed it either. And then I'm like, wait a minute, Sue, your sipping is your whole deal. And so I got it and I've been just absolutely thrilled with it, I have to say. This one is all the different drinks and cocktails and things. And then this one is what Amy used. Let's bring Amy's card back in here. So Amy stamped the like, I don't know, would you call that a wine tumbler maybe, on the short ones, just so that the edge is right above the edge of it. Now that's what I did on the, let's bring that Crafternoon card out again that I used. So that's what I did here as I stamped the wine tumbler on one of these watercolor blocks here with the edge of my glass above it. So let's, so that's what Amy did for that. And then for the tall ones, she stamped on the taller rectangles. These are just already watercolored. They're already pretty, easy peasy, right? And you can die cut them out. The back of this is the fun cloud cover pattern with just sparkly stars. Kind of reminds me of an old time cocktail lounge or something with that symbol. So that's on that side. And then this one is the one that I used for the sides of the Crafternoon. Absolutely. They had me at the purple flowers. I'm all in, right? So you've got Fresh Freesia, Bubble Bath, what's probably Berry Burst and Blackberry Bliss together. Beautiful, beautiful. And then on the back, we've got an Old Olive pattern here. And then we have these little fun drink garnishes. That's the word. I keep forgetting the word. Garnishes. And so those can go. Now, I'm curious. I don't remember if this fits in this die or not. I hadn't checked it. So, yes, it looks like this sprig of something. I don't know. What would we call that? Rosemary, maybe? Or maybe rosemary would go in that die. And then let's see if this lemon slice, the one that's the single lemon slice, yeah, that looks like that fits in that die as well. So some of these images can be cut out. The blackberry, berry, whatever that is, type of berry, some kind of berry, looks like it also could be die cut right out of there as well. So that is also an option. I don't know why, but it makes me really happy when I can die cut from paper. And then, oh, is it rosemary? Okay, yeah. All right, and then this side is, now this must be Secret Sea. Did it say there was Secret Sea in there? Because that sure looks like Secret Sea, which is a really dark pattern. So really, really cool. And then I think we looked at all of them, right, guys? Yeah, I think we did. Okay, so let's set the paper aside and let's talk about our card. we're going to start with our card base because that seems like a good place to start. And then we'll go to the fun part, the decorating. So I think for ours, we're actually going to do a single tumbler. One drink, girls, one drink. And we're going to actually die cut one right out of the paper is my plan. I'm thinking this one right here in the strawberry slush color might be a fun one to do. So the other one is this tiger one. Those are the ones I think that match up with the die. So we're going to try this one out. So let's set that aside and let's go ahead and cut our card base. Now Amy did her card base at 4 1/4 by 11. So we're going to do the same. And she used thick basic white. So I'm twinning her here. And is that thick? I can't tell. I don't know. Not sure. Could be, maybe not. We're not sure. We're just going for it. So we're going to start with our paper trimmer here, and we're going to open it up and cut at 4 1/4. Dies are so much better than fussy cutting. I have to agree with you, especially like cutting out that celery stem on the Bloody Mary. Yeah, I don't think so. All right, and then we're going to go on in here. I know it's not that big of a deal, but if it's straight sides, I'm all over it. But if it's not, not so much. All right, and then we're going to score this. So 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to score this at 5 1/2. Warm enough for lemonade in Lancaster, PA. All right, let's score this here. You absolutely could make lemonade with this, right? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and fold that in half and set that aside. And then I'm gonna cut these layer pieces. I'm gonna carefully grab my dimensions out of the printer without knocking over the wine. So Amy used Terrific Tiger, which is awesome, but we're actually gonna use, I'm in a pink mood tonight, you guys. What can I say? We're gonna use Pretty in Pink for this. So I'm gonna go 5 1/4, 5 1/4. I almost scored it instead of cutting it. Oh my gosh, have another sip of wine there, Sue. And then we're going to cut this. Now this is the left side layer that we're cutting. And we're going to cut our left side layer at 5 1/4 by 2 1/2. I am turning and looking at my measurements here to make sure I'm doing it right. So, okay, so that is going to be the left side of our card. All right. And then on the right side of our card, we're going to do a little strawberry slush. So strawberry slush is an in color. It's actually coming back. It was, I think, an in color we had years ago. Kind of like Pretty in Pink was a color we had years ago. Oh, I just cut it wrong. Okay, Susan, let's stop talking and cut right. We're going to cut this at 5 1/4. Let me reiterate that. 5 1/4 by 1 3/8 inches. So 1/8, 2/8, 3/8. I have to count out those little ones. There we go. All right, and let's cut that. True, Linda. Linda says it's a bigger problem if you mean to score and you cut than if you score when you mean to cut. Yeah, yeah. There's no going back on that one, is there? All right, so we've got our Pretty in Pink and our strawberry slush. Look how cute those look together. Really like it. Linda inspired me to use those together. She said she's done it and they look really nice. So we're going to find out if she gave us good information. I'm sure she did. All right, so now let's emboss these guys. Actually, I'm feeling the need to bone folder this because this is really bugging me that it's just laying here bouncing around. So I'm going to just get that nice and flat. There we go. Looks much better. Let's bring in our die cutting and embossing machine right here. This is a stamp and die cut machine. I'm going to move my stamps and inks and all the things so that I can open it up all the way. Sorry if my head was in the screen there. Now this embossing folders that come in this, the Glass and Gardens, they're not 3D folders. They are standard folders. So we're going to go with the standard embossing folder setup, which is right here on our platform number 1, using with standard embossing folders. And it tells you exactly the setup you need. You need a platform number 1, you need 2 of the number 3 cutting plates, and then your folder with your paper in it inside. So let's grab our cutting plate number 3 here. All right, found it. Found our embossing folder. Take a sip, everyone. Cheers. We're going to be in big trouble if I lose a lot of things tonight. Okay, so we're going to pop our Pretty in Pink piece in. Oh, that's hard to say. Pretty in Pink piece inside our embossing folder. And this is the one that makes it look like a cut crystal glass. I actually don't have any glasses like this, but I know when I saw it, the minute I saw it, I knew what it was because I've certainly seen them. It's just for some reason, I think we might need some glasses like that. I have to tell my husband. Maybe Mother's Day, that would be a good gift for me. So let's go ahead and cut this. Many of our glasses have gotten broken over the years and have not been replaced. Is that cardstock strawberry slush? I hope so. That's the game plan. Let's see, strawberry slush. Yes, this is strawberry slush. Does it not look like strawberry slush? Because it is. Yep. It might not look it though on camera. Sometimes the colors get really weird. So let's see what this looks like. Can you see that? Now, I suppose pink glass, but pink glass isn't this color. My mom has some pink glass that is kind of cut in that crystal pattern, actually. And also some milk glass, I think. But it's just a beautiful, fun pattern, and it does change through the folder. You can see, also reminds me a little bit of a heart monitor at the top here, but it starts from one pattern and goes to the other, so that if you are doing a glass, it gets the edge right. I hope that makes sense. IKEA has some like that. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do our strawberry slush next. And you can put it wherever on the pattern you want. I'm going to go over to the ones that are, I guess I'd call them squares versus the lines, and send that through. Okay, let's crank it through. Pink depression glass. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. My mom has some of that. Okay. All right, we're going to put this away for now. Are we, Sue? No, let's not. It's so much work to get it out of the thing. All right, let's go ahead and cut out our glass, you guys, all right? I'm ready. I'm in the mood. So let's bring our designer paper back in here. I've got more than one sheet. That won't work. And this is the one that I have kind of singled out here to die cut, is the, I guess I would call it strawberry slush. And where did your dies go, Sue? Here they are, right here. Now, I'm not going to do the insert on this one, because can you see the cute little ice cubes in there? If I did this, this impression, because this is designer paper, it will probably crack and I would get some white showing. I would tend to do this more like with regular cardstock, and maybe one of the ones that you would stamp. So yeah, anyway, we're going to do just the outline of the cup. I'm also wondering if maybe some of the ones that have the frou-frou in them, or the garnish, if you could still die cut it out. It's close, and then put your own cherry and umbrella in it to cover that up. I think that would work. But let's rough cut out this one. I don't consider this fussy cutting. I consider this just cutting the paper, right? So I'm just gonna go in here and roughly cut this one out. I don't want to cut into the wine glass there, because that one also can be die cut, and so can this orange one right here. I don't know the names of cocktails. I'm so sorry. The orange one is probably like, I don't know, tequila sunrise or something like that. I don't know. We can make up our own names if we want, right? So let's go ahead and can you see so the ice cubes are kind of in white. Now there is actually an ice cube stamp in the stamp set that you could stamp with white ink or like a light gray ink, depending on what your project looks like. Totally an option. All right, so I'm going to need to use a sticky note. Oh man. Oh, found it. Not very many, but I found some. Take a sip, everyone. I'm not going to, because we'll be in trouble if I have any more wine right now. Okay, let's go ahead and pop this in place here. All right, that looks pretty good. And I'm going to stick that down. Okay, and let's go ahead and cut out our glass. Oh. What's the problem? Do you know what the problem is? I could tell immediately when I started cranking that it's not thick enough, because we did embossing. And now I'm going to do die cutting. So I need to add in number 2 here, which shows the die cutting. So let's stick that in between here. And now it feels right. And we even have a pop and a click. That's always a good sign, right? All right. Let's pull that out. And let's take a look. So there we have our glass. How fun is that? So cute. Oh my gosh, so fun. All right. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what this is going to look like because I have no idea. All right. So the other thing I was thinking, because of the colors we're using and we have the word strawberry involved, it seems like we should have a strawberry garnish in our cup. So we're going to set this aside and we're going to go to our stamp set, which I had here. Where'd it go? Oh, found it. Take another sip, guys. So these are the cute ice cubes I was telling you about. I think we might need an umbrella too, you guys. So we're going to do the strawberry for sure as a garnish for our cocktail that we're making here. And I'm thinking we'll put the cocktail on the left side here so that really stands out, and we'll have our little strawberry there. I'm thinking that'll be cute. I also think it'd be fun to have an umbrella in your drink. I mean, come on, right? An umbrella is just awesome, right? So so we've got our glass from the Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper. We've got our stamp set that's got all our little yummy things. Now we could do a cherry too, but let's do a strawberry. And then I'm thinking the umbrella, we might want to stamp that on a designer paper. So might need your help for that one. Let's start with our strawberry, get that colored, and then we'll see what which pattern you guys think would look nicest on the on our cup here once we get our strawberry colored. So somewhere in this disaster, oh, found it. I have some little scraps of basic white paper, and I'm going to use Stays On ink because I want to color my strawberry with Strawberry Slush because that is the color of paper that's over here. However, the Strawberry Slush blender pens or Stampin' Blends are not out yet. So I'm going to show you another way that you can color it. So I've got my strawberry. You can see this is very sticky ink. This is the Stays On ink. This ink doesn't dry by soaking into the paper. It dries by evaporation. So the advantage of this is you can stamp on non-porous surfaces like glass and metal, and it will dry. It also has the advantage that it doesn't bleed when you watercolor. Now, we're not technically going to watercolor. We're going to cheat watercolor. We're going to use what is called a blender pen. Now, back in the day, I've been a demonstrator for almost 28 years. This is how we used to color. We used blender pens and ink pads to color. That was the thing. And that's what we're going to do tonight. So let me find my, found it. Take a sip, everyone. Oh my gosh, you guys are going to run out of beverages here pretty soon. Winkastella is another really pretty way to watercolor. Yeah. So I'm going to take my strawberry slush and I'm going to take a block. I happen to have a, what is this, a block B, and I'm just going to lightly rest it in here just to pick up some ink on this. This is going to be my watercolor palette. I don't need the whole thing, you know, coated because it's just a little strawberry I got here. So, so I've got a little bit of that, and then my strawberry has a stem. So I'm going to use Granny Apple Green. I know the paper that we looked at here said it had lemon lime twist in there, and you absolutely could use that color as well. I think I want something a tad bit darker though, so I'm going to try out the Granny Apple and see what we think about that. All right, so I'm going to close this up, and let's grab, this one already looks like it's already kind of a pinky red color, so I'm going to scribble it off here, and yeah, that will work. So I'm going to use that to pick up some of this. Now, the nice thing about the blends, if it's already pink or whatever, you just scribble it until it turns clear, and then you can switch colors. So I'm just scribbling, I'm just picking up some of this ink from this block, and I'm going to add it to my strawberry here. And because I use Stays On ink, that ink is not going to bleed. If I had used the Memento Tuxedo Black, it might bleed, and I don't really want it to bleed. So as I go towards the middle of the strawberry, my color gets a little bit lighter because it's kind of running out of ink, which is cool because that gives me that multicolor look that watercoloring has. I'm going to zoom up just a skosh here so we can see this a little bit better. Hopefully that helps. You can even leave a little bit of white in there. I'm not a fan of that, but I think a professional watercolor person would maybe do that, but I am not that. I just do what looks good, right? So I'm going to add just, you can just add color until it looks right to you, and add just a little bit more darker on one side here just to have some color variation in it. Okay, I'm happy with that. I've got my strawberry colored. Almost happy with that. Okay, let's put our cap back on. I'm going to flip over to the other end, and I'm going to pick up some of the green. Oops, I should have scribbled that off. Okay, we're good. Phew, I got lucky. All right, so I'm going to pick up some of the Granny Apple Green, and I'm just going to just really quickly here color the leaves. And now if that's too dark, you can scribble it off until it gets a little bit lighter. If you want a lighter color, totally your choice. But if you have the ink pads, this is a really easy way to color. And if you have all the ink pads, then you've got all the colors, right? So we've got our little strawberry there. I'm pretty happy with that. I've let my cap rolled away. Okay, there it is. Found it. You do this coloring for blank black and white designer paper. I'm sorry, I just need a little more intensity. My strawberry's not very ripe. Yuck. Who likes an unripe strawberry, right? It needs to be strawberry slushy. All right, there we go. All right, that's a little better. Happier with that. It's a little more vibrant. Now, these are really easy to clean. You can just run them under a faucet. I don't happen to have a faucet or a sink in my stamp room, but I do have a slightly damp paper towel here. So I'm gonna just wipe that ink off before I have a an inky disaster. Thinking we're done with that ink, and I'll do the same on the green there. And you can also use your Stampin' Mist if you want to really clean them well, but I usually just run them under the sink. Oh, it looks kind of a fun pattern I got on my paper towel there. Let's throw that away. All right, so we're going to put our blocks away. We're done with those. We did our strawberry. We're done with that. All right, umbrella. Oh. If we're going to do an umbrella, we need a stick for an umbrella. This is a cocktail stick, I assume is what you would call this thing. It's got like kind of a little... Ooh, sorry. So this is a very sticky ink. So it's bouncing a bit. Sorry about that annoying noise. I'm just going to stamp my stick here. This is what you would stick your olives on, or your garnish, your fruit, whatever that's going in your cocktail. We're going to make it be our umbrella stick, is what I'm thinking. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and put our card together. Now, Amy used the orange slice, super cute. Let's bring this in. Your adhesive. Oh, found it. Found the adhesive. Let's start with the pretty in pink, and we're going to put that on the left side of the card. And this is one of those embossing folders that honestly either side could go up. They both look equally good. And I'm just going to do it so that I have an even border at the top, the left side, and the bottom. Even-ish. And then I'm going to use my, go back to my adhesive here on the strawberry slush. And again, just use whichever side of the paper you find more appealing. They're both actually quite nice. And I'm not really sure how well this embossing folder shows up, but in person it's really, really textury. Is that a word? Not sure. So we've got our card base going there, and we're going to put our drink here. We're going to have our little strawberry, and we're going to have our, gotta have an umbrella, you guys. All right, so let's, before we cut these out, just kind of get an idea here. What do we want to use? Which designer paper should we use for our umbrella? I'm going to give you some options, and I would love your advice. So one option is, oh, Susan, you got a mess here, girl. Oh, all right, hang on. Messy desk syndrome right here. So one option would be this pattern, which would be super cute because it's the pretty in pink and the strawberry slush. So that would totally work for an umbrella. So that would be one option. Another option would be, hang on, this terrific tiger paper. Super cute. Nice little orange pop in there. Pink and orange is a beautiful combination. Great combination. That's one option. What's the other one I was thinking of? Oh, this one might be a little out there. Okay, I'm not sure how you guys are going to go for this one, but we're going to vote. I've lost it. Oh, Susan, I had it out. We looked at it. Goodness. Hang on, I'll find it. It is here. It's just hiding right now. It's being shy, I guess. There it is. Oh my goodness. Okay. This floral could be our umbrella. So let me know in the comments. Now we're going to stamp the umbrella in black StazOn. So this one, it's not going to be as obvious, but it will have that umbrella shape when we die cut it. So, oh, I don't know, it would be an experiment. All right, so 1, 2, or 3. All right, so number 1, shove everything over. Just shove it out of the way, Sue. All right, so number 1, number 2, and number 3. Let me know in the comments which one you think would look the best on our card. 1, 2, or 3. And while you're voting for that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab the dies that I want to use for our sentiment and get that stamped. So let me just try to not step on a dog. Hang on here. Oh, no dog in there. Okay, we're good. All right, the dies I want are not where they belong. Oh, found them. Don't you love it when you don't put things back where they belong? So these are one of my favorite dies. I've been just loving these dies. They're called mixed labels. They're available online right now. And you've got this medium one, large, medium, and small, different ones. I did use this one for the cheers that comes in the set on the Crafternoon card, and I really liked it. So I know it works, so we're gonna use that one. And yeah, I think we'll go with that. If I need more, we've got them here when we finish our design. So I'm going to this is very unscientific voting. And I'm going to just scan through because I'm seeing I'm seeing a lot of 3s. You guys want to try the floral and see how that looks. Some of you are concerned that this one, although it's the colors we're using, would not stand out very much because it's too much of the color. The orange would be a completely different way to go. So, you know what? If we hate it, we can try a different thing, right? So we're going to give this one a go and try this out. So I'm going to grab my stamp here with my umbrella on it, and I'm going to go back to that StazOn. And we can be a little strategic on which pattern, like what corner we want to cut this out of. I definitely want to make sure I've got some pink in there. It's got Pretty in Pink and Bubble Bath. So I'm going to just go with this part right here. Got a couple strawberry slush. Okay, so I've got you see it? It's a little hard to see, but it's there. Let's die cut that out and see what we think. And while we're at it, we're going to go ahead and die cut a label and our stick and our strawberry, because I love to put as many things on a die cut plate as I can fit in there. Because I was going to say I was lazy. Oh, I just hit the camera with my head. Oh, seriously, Susan. Okay. All right. Long day today. Like I said, let's grab our die cutting machine. We're probably going to need that Post-it note for some of these. So let's move our blocks. Oh, I've put the machine on my umbrella. That's not going to work, Sue. Okay. How we doing, everyone? How we doing? Judy says number 3. All right, that's what we're doing, Judy. We're going to do number 3, and we're going to see how it looks. So I'm going to grab the umbrella. So fun. It's nothing like, the other option, which we didn't explore. I just popped into my head. Another option for the umbrella, if you want to cut from the paper, would be one of these. That would be super cute, too, for the umbrella, is one of the watercolor rectangles, I guess I call them. So I'm going to take my sticky note here and pop this in. I am having a hot flash right now. Good thing I have my fan going. Woo! All right. It was almost kind of sort of warm in Minnesota today. It was like in the 60s, I think. We're going to cut our strawberry here. I did not get out for my dog, W-A-L-K, we call it here, because we have to spell that word. So we've got our stick, our strawberry. somewhere in this complete disaster I've created on my desk, there is another scrap of basic white. But I think here, I'm just gonna, I think this one will work. Just cut something else off of it. Is that gonna, oh gosh, that's tight, Sue. I think it'll just go, you guys. All right, but I better stick it down because that could move. So we're gonna need more sticky notes. All right, here we go. Now you can use, some people use paper tape. What do you use to keep your dies in place? We used to have a magnetic platform, but there was quality issues with it, so we don't have that anymore. Sticky notes are my go-to. I know some people use paper tape or washi tape. Let's put this on the strawberry. But when you're doing multiple images like this, it is very critical that you secure them in place, because the more you load it up, the more likely it might shift, right? All right, and then our last one is our stick. We have a die for that. Yay! Our stick die. I don't even know that we'll need it. It could be that the umbrella is just going to rest on the side of the glass and doesn't need the stick, but we'll have a stick option if we so desire, right? Last sticky note I even own, no, that's not true, but the last one that is currently within reach. All right, I hope that's, so this one, the stick one, has little holes in the die, and you want to slide it in place until you can see the color. This is black. Showing through the holes, and then I know that I'm fingers crossed lined up. All right, let's go ahead and send this through. Lots more people voting for the flowers. You are my people. You love flowers too. Oh, yeah, that's my go-to as well. All right, let's pull this out of our way. Let's see all these little goodies that we have. Here's the little stick that we may or may not use. If you were to take your pick, found it. It's right over here. Take your pick tool. It's going to be poking that out. So there's my little cocktail stick. How cute is that? Could be a toothpick. Let's see. Let's grab our strawberry here. Super cute. Die right there for the strawberry. And let's see, where was our die for this? I need to get these on a magnet sheet. This is, I've barely used this. Brand new for me, so having fun with it. But I've only made the Crafternoon cards, so this will be card number 2 with this set. Let's bring on our, okay, the moment of truth, you guys. Here's our little umbrella. Our little drink umbrella. Cute. Might be a little busy for that, but we'll see if we like it on the card. If not, we have other options, right? All right, so I'm going to stick this back on here. This one does not go on here because it's from another set. Where did that go? We don't know. Oh, it's over here. Got it. Okay. All right, I think that's it, right? Is that everything? Actually, I think that umbrella might be really cute. Let's give it a go, and you guys can let me know if you think we need to change it up or not. All right, so let's grab our cheers, and we'll stamp that on a label here. I'm going to use the strawberry slush. I'm also going to do the word to you. Cheers to you. I'm going to stamp that at the bottom of my label right there. And then I'm going to stamp the word cheers right above it. You could do the cheers first and then the to you. It doesn't really matter, right? Okay, there we go. So I've got cheers to you. And I'm going to close this up for now. All right, let's put our card together, you guys. I'm excited. Okay, so we've got this has got to go on dimensionals. I mean, that's not even a maybe, right? I'm going to pop our little cocktail up on dimensionals. And you guys use the parasol for sure. Yeah. So fun. When my son was little and he would have his friends over for a birthday party or something, we always did the little umbrellas in their lemonade or whatever, their fruit punch or whatever they were having. just makes it more fun, right? All right, so we've got our little glass there. And then, I don't know, I suppose you could put the strawberry on a pick, but I'm used to having it just kind of sliced and stuck on the edge of the card, kind of like Amy did here. So she put hers, literally sliced it and stuck part of it inside. Should we try that, or should we stick it on the outside? Let me know in the comments what's an easy way to say that. Slice or no slice, I guess. All right, while you're voting for that, I'm going to grab our little drinks umbrella. Yeah, I do think the little stick might be cute. So that would go, our little parasol goes in the drink like that. What do you guys think? I think that's pretty cute, actually. All right, so are we slicing the strawberry or no? Slice it, slice. All right, slice it is. That was a quick one. We're gonna do the slicing on that. Now this one, I'm actually just going to stick this down. I don't have any adhesive on it right now, but I'm just gonna put a dimensional on top of it and press, and that's gonna stick it to the paper. And then I'm gonna put the little parasol, the little umbrella, whatever you want to call that, on the stick. So that dimensional is doing double duty. Let me slice my little strawberry here, and we can put it on the edge of the glass. So part of it goes inside, part of it goes outside. Oop, it's flying all over the place. How's that look, guys? That's kind of cute. All right, we're going to put some little mini dimensionals on the back of this so that it has its full slicing capabilities, right? And pop this on. All right. The umbrella does make the drink, it makes it tropical, right? It makes the drink more fun having that little umbrella on it. I agree. It just makes it extra cute and fancy. And I'm all over the floral. I'm gonna just, I probably shouldn't have put my dimensional up so high as I did. All right, so we've got our, oh, sorry, it's off camera there. All right, excuse me, we got a big fat mess here. Let's put that away. And then we've got our little cheers to you. So where do I want to put that? I can put it over here. I can overlap the glass slightly. I could put it at the top. I think I kind of like it down here. I could even tuck it underneath. I think I'll go with that. Just do a little tucking. And then we're going to add in our, where are you? We're going to add in some gems because we can, right? That's what we say here, because we can. All right, let's go ahead and pop this in right here. Just kind of straddling that line. And then let's add a little sparkle. So we've got a couple options here. These are the ones that come in the suite, and they're called holographic resin dots. But to me, they're very greenish, and our card is very pink. So I think it's a no-brainer to go with the new pink gems. These are the Strawberry Slush Pretty in Pink Gems, but you also get the bonus here of the clear with the golds flecks in them. Oh, that would be fun. That's a great idea. She's saying she would do more strawberries. Like you could even put a strawberry out here next to the cheers for a little extra fun, or even on the inside of the card, right? Okay, so you guys have the best ideas for sure. In fact, I actually happen to have a strawberry. I was practicing before I went live to make sure I knew what I was doing. And I have a bonus one. We could cut that out and stick it on there if we want to. Let's put our sparkly bits on first. So which way am I going to go? So I could go with the Pretty in Pink over here on the Strawberry Slush. I'll tell you, they actually turn. They're kind of what's the word I want? Is it translucent? So they sort of become whatever color they're on. So those are the light Pretty in Pink, but they actually look like the darker ones when they're on there. Or I could put them over here on the pink so you can see that they are actually Pretty in Pink. That's pretty cute, actually. I kind of like that better. And then maybe we'll add one more over here. Maybe just down on this side. I don't know. Oh wait, that's where I was going to put my strawberry. That won't work, Sue. If we do that extra strawberry, maybe I'll do it right here. Here? Right here. Oh, I overthink gems every time. Okay, let's go with that. Should we, what do you guys think? Should we do it? Should we add more berries? All right, we have one. We might as well use it. This one doesn't quite have as much color as I did on that one. I like this one a little bit better. It's not bad though. So now the other option is these are the 2025 to 2027 in color markers. So like I said, I don't have the blends yet. They will be available in the new catalog, but they weren't available for demonstrators to pre-order. That's one of the great things about being a demonstrator or purchasing the starter kit. You get the new stuff first, so you can actually put all the pre-order things in your starter kit. You don't have to wait till May 6th. You can get your starter kit right now. So I'm going to just take, I don't want to have to dirty a whole block again. I'm going to try, you know what, I'm just going to go right to the strawberry, and I'm just going to add a little bit more strawberry slush here, so that it's just a little bit darker. So you absolutely could just color it straight up with the marker. You also can color on a block with your marker and do that blending brush trick again and color it that way. Lots of options for coloring. Okay, I'm happier with that. That strawberry was not ripe. Although they do have those pink strawberries, but I haven't ever tried them because they just they don't look ripe to me. So I don't know. I guess they don't look that appealing. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and cut our strawberry here. So many options, right? All right, let's cut our other strawberry, and we're gonna call it there. Let's somewhere in my disaster. I've got my dies. Found it. Take a sip, everyone. We have located our die. All right. So I'm going to just pop this in place. Let me grab a Post-it note from across the room here. Here we go. This one right in front of the computer. And let's go ahead and die cut this out. And we're ready for a nice, refreshing beverage. I lost my top plate, you guys. Oh, found it. It's clear. I couldn't see it. It was on my paper trimmer. And we're going to add one more strawberry to our card just to make it extra. Fruit is healthy, right? This is a health drink. All right, let's pop that right over there so I don't lose it. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Probably will, because that's how I roll. Okay. And here we have our extra little strawberry right there. So cute. Like I said, could go on the inside. Okay, take your pick tool. It's trying to join the fun, but we don't need it right now. All right, let's grab this dimensional off. We're going to pop this right here. It could also go at the base of the cup. Could go right here. Lots of options. Uh-oh, I ripped my paper when I pulled it up from over here, but you can't even tell. I thought I was gonna have to put it on there to cover that up, but you really couldn't even tell. I think I like it there. I'm gonna leave it there. We're gonna go for that. Only 4 found it. It felt like a lot more than that. But I'm sure you're right, Mary. And there we have. Cheers, everyone. Take a sip. So this super fun bundle is coming out. Now for the inside of the card, let's just do that. Do we have time? Oh gosh, you're out of time, Sue. For the inside of the card, you can just take a scrap of paper. Let's do this. Let's just add a little bit on the inside. I'm going to do, oh gosh, let's do 3/4 of an inch by 4, and then I'm going to grab my measurements. Now this is a bonus. I didn't plan on this, so I just, don't like a plain card. But this one is probably just going to say, oh gosh, I'm crashing things. Sorry. This is probably just going to say happy birthday on the inside. But I'm just going to put this fun little floral paper on the inside that's kind of going to bring in that umbrella. And we'll pop this right inside. Big thank you to my friend Amy Rich for inspiring us with her cute card. Let's bring the Amy's card back in here. And it is really cute with the orange, the timid tiger. That's it. I was going to say terrific tiger. That's not right, Sue. Okay, let me bring in, the measurements have gotten completely buried. Oh, there they are. Found them. And there we have our card. If you want to take your screenshot so that you can go and make this same layout. Now you can use any kind of embellishments there that you want to dress it up, but it's kind of a fun card layout of just using two contrasting colors on your card base. So let's go ahead and I'm going to say goodbye. Oh, really quick, let's take one more look at all of our Crafternoon cards from today. This is the Pop-Up Parade Fun Fold card. The tutorial is available on my Sue Stampfield website. The blog post is coming out soon. You can go to my website to sign up for either the free project sheets or the blog post. Folds flat to go in a card. This is the Cheers and Sips. Now this one I had a berry on my drink, and maybe that's mint. I don't know what that is, but it matched my paper. So, and of course stands for display, folds flat to go in a card, does all the things we love, and it has the embossing on the inside. So quick little recap of our beautiful designs from this Crafternoon. So fun. Absolutely love this fold. The sky's the limit with this one, guys. You could just go crazy with your creativity and do lots of different versions. So let me flip the camera so I can say goodnight. Here we go. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for sipping with me tonight and creating this gorgeous card. You never steer me wrong, and I love hanging out with you here on YouTube and over on Facebook. So thanks so much. Take care, and I'll be back Tuesday night at 7:30 Central Time for another creative video. See you then. Bye-bye.